Hey everybody, it's Abby Glassenberg from Craft Industry Alliance. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. We are going live on Friday today for our member spotlight because we had a little delay from Wednesday, but we are super excited to be here to drop in on one of our awesome members' studios and learn more about them. And today we're going to be talking with Christy Nelson from MakitTakit. You are going to love Christy's story. She's awesome. I got to meet her in person at H&H Americas in Chicago in June. And she also just wrote a fabulous article for our website, 10,000 Small Businesses program, which she is taking part in. So Christy's awesome, and she has a brick and mortar shop that is like a studio space, and she's going to tell us all about it. Hey, how are you, Christy?
Hi, I'm good. I'm trying to make sure that I am like in the picture. There we go.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. It's hot.
I bet.
Like it probably is everywhere, but
yeah. So Christy, tell us a little bit about your business, MakitTakit. I'm saying that correctly, correct?
yes. Yep.
Okay, great.
MakitTakit. So we've been in business for 6.5 years now. We're a drop-in craft studio in Lincoln, Nebraska. So we've got a whole bunch of tables set up for people to do drop-in crafting. We have a splatter room where people can go and paint. We have a yarn shop in our store as well, and a sewing area. So
amazing. It's like a paradise.
it's pretty fun. It's a really great way to spend a couple hours
right
or more. So,
and it sounds like it's pretty kind of community focused. In other words, you're not describing it first off as a store. You described it as like a studio space or like a making space. And so to me, that is a little different from like a straight up store.
yeah. So we didn't even add retail until the pandemic.
Okay.
So it was mostly just you came in and crafted. There wasn't anything for you to take home really. And now we've kind of leaned into the retail space, and we have a lot more kits. We have a lot more like gift ideas. We have a program called Make It Masters where you can come in and they get a little card and you earn a badge for every project you complete. And once you complete a project in each of our areas, you become a master. And part of that master's program is they get to spin a wheel and earn like little Make It dollars or things from a little grab bag. And so I needed things that kids would want to buy, like be able to buy for like $1, $2, $3.
Right.
So now we're like really big on the fidgets. We have a lot of fidgets and just little stickers and fun little things to buy as well.
Right. Super. And are most of your customers kids, or is it really a mix of kids and adults?
It's really a mix. Although when people ask me my target audience, we're really in the 8 to 12-year-old space as far as booking parties and our camps and things like that. So I always say like the parents of the 8 to 12-year-olds to who I'm targeting. But we're also very much into having classes for adults, classes for teens. We have socials every Thursday night where that's just for adults to come in and just hang out and make stuff with us. And then we're starting a teen program for socials in the fall.
Wonderful. That's great. And I want to hear more about this spatter room because that's going to lead a little bit into the article you just wrote for us and the topic of that. So for folks like me, actually, who have never been to one, what is it and how does it work?
Well, our splatter room is, it used to be the bathroom in our store. We had a women's and a men's bathroom, and we decided we only need one bathroom. So we turned it into a splatter room. You can go in. We have hooks on the wall. They put on a suit, little hazmat suit, and everybody looks cute. And then you go in and you just throw paint at a canvas. So we have stickers that you can put on the canvas. We have a whole bunch to choose from. We have them pre-cut out from our cutting machine. And so if they want to choose a sticker, if they want to paint a background, it's kind of a process for them to get through. And it's not just them just going in and throwing paint. So they actually get a piece of art at the end. But the most important thing is the experience. I think people really like just the feeling of being able to go in there and throw paint, and it's more about that and less about what the finished project is.
Right. That is so cool. I have to try it. It sounds so kind of like visceral and just like satisfying in a
Yeah.
lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And so you are taking part in the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, which you just wrote a beautiful article for our website. Thank you about that. And got a lot of great feedback. Actually, I think people were really inspired by your story. And, you know, as part of that program, you have to kind of come up with like a growth plan. And so talk about what you chose in relation to this splatter room.
Yeah. So whenever I talk about my business, the splatter room is always, you know, everyone loves to hear about that. And it's also my top selling item. So we were talking about how we could make the splatter room available like anywhere. So we came up with this concept for the pop-up splatter room, and it's basically tarps and pipe and drape that we have set up, and we roll out our turf so the ground doesn't get painted. We set up our tarps, and then we just have everybody go through this experience outside. And it's turned out really well. Wind is our nemesis.
I bet.
But it's been okay so far when we've been taking it out. And we're able to do large groups. So we can have 100 people go through in an hour.
Wow.
So that we're targeting with that large events. So we went to Pride and we did it there, and then we just charge per person, and it's a lot cheaper than coming into our splatter room here. So it gives more people an opportunity to try it out.
Right. Plus, once you've tried it out, you start to think, oh, that was fun. Maybe I want to, you know, have that as my child's party, or come in and check out what else you have. You know, I haven't crafted in a long time. I'd love to get back into it, or, you know, whatever. It's a neat marketing tool, I would think, too, for the space. So yeah. That's super cool. Okay, so tell us a little bit about kind of the rest of the space that you have and how many employees you have, kind of the scale of it, kind of give us a sense of the business itself and how big it is right now.
Right. So I have who I called my squad. So it's a group of me and 4 other employees. Those are basically my managers of things. So I have a craft manager, Marcy, and she takes care of like all the craft side and the employees I have over there, and she keeps me organized. I have a yarn manager who takes care of the yarn shop and runs that and teaches the classes. And then I have a sewing manager who takes care of the sewing studio and is the teacher for all of those. And then I have a manager who helps me with our product production, because we make our own kits now.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, she also works in the store, but she's my go-to for when we need to design products. We have a Glowforge, so we use the Glowforge for that. And so that's my core group. And then we have 4 more employees who are very part-time, who work parties and weekends and things like that, so they can kind of fill in and rotate when we need them.
I think that's really helpful for folks to hear, like how you've divvied up the labor, and that makes a lot of sense. It sounds, there's like these succinct sections. So yeah, that's super cool. And what made you decide to make your own kits versus there's a lot of kits on the market? Was there something you were looking for that you needed to do in-house?
Well, we make a lot of the stuff for our the Make It Anytime projects that we do for the drop-in crafting, so they can come in and make stuff. And it was easier for us to create some of the things that they were going to do. So like a lot of the stuff that you can buy is just like cut out wood or, you know, we could do that on the Glowforge, and we
Right.
could customize it for people too and brand it if we wanted to. And
Yeah.
so we've also really embraced cutting things out of felt. So we have a lot of felt kits where you can sew them together. So we cut out like little monsters with holes already burnt in to the felt,
Right.
so it's easy to sew. And so we didn't see anything like that in the market.
Sure.
So we just there probably is. We didn't do a big search because we were like, we can just do this. So
and the nice thing too is you can just do a smaller scale. So if you only need 12, you can do 12. You know, like you're not stuck with kit inventory you can't sell or whatever. So,
right.
Yeah.
And, so it's just we've been making our own kits for here. I've been thinking about maybe doing those wholesale. I haven't quite jumped over to that yet, because that would involve a lot more production, and I would need to try and get my prices,
Right.
my costs down
For doing
for wholesale. But at this point we sell them here and people enjoy them. And
tell us a little bit about the location in Lincoln. I've actually never been to Lincoln, so I don't really know downtown very well, but what is it like where you are? Is there foot traffic, or is it more like a destination space?
We have a destination space, but we are on a really busy corner. We have a really great parking lot, and so that's been helpful. Yeah, and we've been able to have markets in our parking lot as well.
Oh,
so we've been doing that. It's been so. Lincoln is a college town. It's also the state capital of Nebraska. So it's about 250,000 people. So it's a big enough town, but also a very small town feel.
Right.
I think we're all like 1 degree away from each other. If you know one person, they know everybody else.
For word of mouth spreading.
It really is. And so, gosh, I think my thing keeps drooping. Sorry, got my thing falling over. But anyway, we're not too far from downtown. We're just like right in the center of Greater Lincoln, not too north, not too south. And so that's kind of where we are.
That's awesome. Well, that's great. I love it. I love hearing about it. I'm inspired by your business story. And again, it's MakitTakit. And can you spell that for people so they know how to find you?
It's MakitTakit. So it's MakitTakit without the E's.
Right. No E's. Exactly. No E's. Exactly. So if you're in Lincoln, Nebraska, you absolutely should swing by, say hi to Christy, and check it out. And it's just really a very inspiring business. And please come to our website too and read Christy's article about participating in the Goldman Sachs program, because you'll learn about it and maybe it will be right for you too. So, so super. Yeah. Christy, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. If you go to our website, I'm going to put in a plug for our Make It Together Grown-Up Crafts Camp that we're having at the end of September.
Oh, right. Yeah. So tell us about that.
Yeah, people can come. We've got a rate at the Residence Inn, and we've got a whole week scheduled of craft classes, business classes, lifestyle classes. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you get to do all the MakitTakit stuff.
Yeah. So if you're like me and you've not been to Lincoln, this is your chance. You can go stay at the hotel and just have a whole week. And there's business classes in there.
Yeah.
So good. That sounds fabulous. So what are the dates for that again?
September 26th through 30th.
Okay. Perfect. Yay. I love adult camp. That's like the ideal thing. So
yeah. Camping at the Residence Inn. That's
wonderful. Fabulous.
My style.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.